Ohioans now have something else to consider when they head to the polls in November, whether to legalize recreational marijuana. A constitutional amendment that would have legalized it failed here back in 2015. Our Isabel Lawrence spoke with a group who spearheaded this new proposal and shares what the measure would mean if it passes.
This fall, Ohio voters will decide, will recreational marijuana become legal? The Coalition to Regulate Marijuana Like Alcohol spearheaded a proposal getting the topic on the ballot. Spokesperson Tom Haren says it builds on Ohio's existing medical marijuana regulations and considers best practices from other states.
You got to be 21 to buy it. You got to be 21 to consume it. The entire process from seed to sale will be regulated by the state of Ohio.
In the proposal, those 21 and up would be allowed to have 2.5 ounces of marijuana flower or 15 grams of extract. You could only buy from licensed dispensaries, and there would be parameters around where marijuana can be used and how much can be grown at home.
Nothing here legalizes consumption in public areas.
If legalized, Ohio would join 23 other states, including trailblazer Colorado.
A state like Ohio can now look to states like Washington and Colorado and see how it's developed.
Chris Vanderveen from our sister station in Denver has watched how legalization has played out there. While he says there has been some crime associated with dispensaries and increases in hospitalizations, there's also been the growth of a new industry.
And that now is transformed into really the corporate nature of marijuana. Now you have lots of dispensaries that are big, big business.
And speaking of money, he says marijuana has raised quite a sum for the state.
In 2022, there were $325 million in tax revenues. So that's a big business.
And if you're wondering about the possible money to be made here in Ohio if marijuana was to become legal, the proposal states there would be a 10% sales tax. Spokesperson Tom Haren there tells me that money would go towards 3 main buckets. The first, a social equity and jobs fund to invest in communities most impacted by the outlawing of marijuana. 2, the communities that have the dispensaries in them. And 3, a substance abuse and addiction fund. Russ?
Okay. Isabel Lawrence in the newsroom. Thank you.